Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Spider64 here again with another Formula One race review. What I got for you guys today, and that is a review of the United States Grand Prix, which was yesterday on Sunday, which was yesterday Sunday and stuff like that. And yeah, I'll be very honest with you. This is actually, and I'll be honest with you, I pay attention more to this race than the Kansas race for NASCAR. I mean, oh my, I mean, I'm just like, hey, Formula One, they're in America for this weekend, so we gotta talk about it. So first off, before I begin the video, I just need to say one thing only. This race, probably the best race I've ever seen in F1. Probably the best one. Probably the best one. And no, it's not because of Ferrari won. It's not because Kimi Räikkönen won after 5 years, after 130 races and stuff like that, or Grand Prix. It's just because we've been given a hell of a show. A hell of a show here at Circuit of the Americans. And we can take out that trash racetrack over there in Russia and all that stuff. We need to build more racetracks like this. And no, I'm not talking about the country. I'm talking about the racetrack. God dang it. So anyways, let's get right into the video. No surprise in qualifying. Lewis Hamilton got the pole. No surprise. And so yeah, and also yeah, some stuff like that. And also the race for this weekend was actually broadcasted on ABC. Which if you guys don't know, is basically our version of like Sky News or something like that. I think so. But yeah, but basically they do have the Sky Sports. But yeah, they do got the Sky Sports F1 coverage, and they do air it here in America, which it's, you know, I mean, I will talk about the Sky Sports F1 coverage really soon, but yeah. So first off, talking about the race itself, you know, I mean, obviously it was pretty cold, you know, and you know, in the opening, you know, the pre-race, how they were singing the national anthem and stuff like that. It felt really good, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, but anyways, so this is getting more into more into the topic and stuff like that. So yeah, in the first initial start of the race, we got a hell of a start to the race. I mean, first lap. I mean, if you saw my post on Instagram, on my video on Instagram, you would know that was pretty exciting. But yeah. But anyway, so yeah, so that happened, and yeah, we got some stuff to talk about on that opening lap. So first up, once the lights go out, Kimi Räikkönen got a hell of a start, passes Hamilton, goes around Hamilton into turn one, and my God, that was just exciting. I mean, oh my goodness. I mean, I was like, we're in for a show. And then when we get into the S's, Lance Stroll proves as to why he's talentless and doesn't deserve the ride at Williams, which is going to go to George Russell, which he was actually at the track, this weekend actually. So we had a first incident on lap one. Lance Stroll got into Fernando Alonso, stuff like that, and that pretty much caused a collision. And Fernando Alonso basically stated, honestly and obviously, I like the quote that Fernando Alonso said, "You cannot race with these guys." And I have to say, so yeah, that's an unfortunate end to Fernando Alonso's final time driving a Formula One car in the United States. You don't know. I mean, he possibly could maybe drive IndyCar. But one thing is for certain. I do know that McLaren is not going to join IndyCar. But, yeah, we're going to have to see where he goes. But anyways, let's just continue on. And then we got some more contact. We got Magnussen. I think it was Kevin Magnussen. No. Romain Grosjean and Esteban Ocon making contact between each other. And then Sebastian Vettel then spins out. No surprise about that. Wow. Oh my God. So yeah. Yeah, first thing. So yeah, deja vu over Suzuka. Yeah, deja vu Suzuka, Sebastian. But, so yeah, then we got our first big old moment of the race, it feels like. You know, stuff like that. And also, I don't know if you guys know this, but during the Sky Sports F1 coverage, during the coverage, you can just see, you can hear a guy saying, you can hear a guy that's all saying, that's making F1 sound effects. It's just, meow, meow. Like, what the heck? I was listening to him, I'm like, wait, what? It was pretty funny, but, they posted, the Sky Sports F1 posted that something on Twitter and stuff like that, and I just like, oh my god. But, yeah, but anyways, so a big moment of the race comes around. Ricky Rocket, Daniel Ricciardo. I honestly wish I honestly wish that, they had the little intro, the intro like last year. I know why they didn't do it this year because a lot of F1 fans bitched about it. But you don't need to care about them. Just care about us US fans. But yeah, makes no sense. But anyway, so yeah, Daniel Ricciardo once again blows an engine. Wow, that's surprising. I'm honestly just like, what the heck, guys? What the heck, I mean, yeah, that's unfortunate for, Ricardo, but, but just sucks. It really does suck. But anyways, so, now, so yeah, and then, so yeah, we had a virtual safety car that came out, and also there was no safety car for the contact and turns between the S's of the track. And also, so yeah, we had a little safety car. And then we get a really fantastic battle between both Raikkonen and Hamilton. I mean, these guys were just going at it. We're just going at you. And one thing I really like about it, they didn't make no contact. The Rubbins racing thing, I mean, this is F1, so no Rubbin racing and stuff like that. But yeah, pretty cool battle right there. And then then Raikkonen pits, and then Hamilton pits and stuff like that. And yeah, and those are pretty interesting moments of the race. The pit stops were the most interesting parts of the race. And there was one point in the race where Lewis Hamilton, his tires were blistering and stuff like that. And so really, it was creating an interesting kind of battle, and stuff like that. I mean, honestly, it was. And so Kimi Räikkönen, and so with the last couple laps left in the race, which, I'll be very honest, that race felt like it went on forever. I mean, holy crap. I mean, obviously, the Circuit of America, this is a pretty big track. It's like 20 corners long. But yeah, and we got a pretty interesting battle between both Verstappen and Hamilton. And just to keep in your mind, that Hamilton was racing for a championship, and so Verstappen blocked Hamilton, not letting him finish second. And in the same corner, where Verstappen was taking away his third place podium finish at Austin for the past couple of years now, I think. I know it was last year, which they gave it to Raikkonen. We'll talk a little about Raikkonen in a little bit. But basically, he did that corner pretty well, and then it's Hamilton that went wide. So yeah, that was pretty interesting battle. So that was a pretty cool battle right there. And obviously in the back, you just see Sebastian Vettel. He's coming, and stuff like that. He passes Valtteri Bottas and stuff like that. And yeah. And so, in the end, Kimi Räikkönen wins the USA Grand Prix. I mean, wow. I mean, when I saw that, I was just like, man, that just feels, that obviously must feel pretty good. I mean, seriously, but, Raikkonen won! I mean, oh my god, holy crap. Finally, someone other than Hamilton wins. The stupid silver arrow wasn't on the top of the podium, and that I kind of don't like Hamilton because he wins so freaking much, but hey, you have to respect the absolute, you absolutely have to respect, the absolute performance-wise is for Hamilton and stuff like that, but, yeah. So, Raikkonen wins, which I believe his final win was Australia in 2013. Honestly, if you guys do not know, Kimi Räikkönen is one of my favorite drivers in Formula One. You know, the Iceman. The Iceman finally won, but um, just wow, that's just cool right there. You know, pretty cool how Raikkonen won and stuff like that, and but yeah, oh, that's just pretty cool. But yeah, so Raikkonen wins the race, and Lewis Hamilton does not win the championship. So the fight continues on to Mexico. But anyways, so now let's take a look at your results. So first up, we have Kimi Räikkönen, your winner of the race. Max Verstappen finished second, and he keeps his podium this time around. Hamilton finished third. Sebastian Vettel finished fourth after recovering from the spin. Valtteri Bottas, Nico Hulkenberg, Carlos Sainz, Sergio Perez, and only 8 cars finished on the lead lap. And then Marcus and then you have Brendan Hartley, Marcus Ericsson. They got points today, which I'm actually going to talk about that in a little bit. And then you have Stoffel Vandoor, Pietro Gasly, Sergei Sorokin, Lance Stroll, Charles Leclerc, Daniel Ricciardo, and then Charles Leclerc, Daniel Ricciardo, Romain Grosjean, and Fernando Alonso DNF'd out of the race. And Esteban Ocon and Kevin Magnussen were disqualified. Basically, the points, they finished 9th and 10th. And so the points that they gained were taken away because they have too much. Because I think they had too much fuel in the car and stuff like that. And there are regulations saying that you can't have this much fuel in a race or something like that, you know? But, yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird, but, like, not that much. But, so yeah. So, yeah, Raikkonen wins. And overall, what are my overall opinions on this race? I'm just going to turn this light off on my phone and stuff like that. But anyways, so what do I think of this race? It was a pretty. I have to admit, this was a good race. This race was just absolutely great. Formula One put out put on a great show here in Circuit of the Americans, and just to say to those people that us American F1 fans don't care about the sport, look at the grandstands today. Look at the grandstands. It was packed. We actually care. We do care about Formula One. And obviously, and Formula One put on a great show today. With Kimi Räikkönen winning stuff like that, that was just that was a good race. That was a pretty good race. Good race overall. I mean, yeah, and no, I don't like it because a Ferrari won, or Raikkonen won, or Hamilton didn't win the race, or stuff like that. No, it isn't. No, it is not. This race was far more interesting than the NASCAR race at Kansas. Honestly. Obviously, the playoff format is meant for entertainment, and not much stuff happened at Kansas. Let me see if I can, this guy won. See there, Elliott? That guy won, which was pretty cool, but it's very interesting. Honestly. I'm not giving NASCAR crap, but, definitely it was a pretty good show by Formula One and stuff like that. So, the championship fight continues on to Mexico. And tell me in the comments below, what do you think of this race? And also, Sky Sports F1 coverage. Pretty gosh darn good. It was pretty good. You know? Good job, guys. And no credit to ESPN or ABC. You guys are a bunch of lazy asses and stuff like that. So, yeah, so anyways, I'll see you guys next weekend where we will talk about Mexico.